Good morning. We're going to talk about this worksheet, periodic table trends, specifically atomic radii. And the nice thing about the periodic table is that it's arranged in a specific way to provide information. So what that means is there's many characteristics of atoms that go in trends, either that continues going up or something goes down. Like if you go across a column, or go across a row, you're always increasing the number of protons, okay? That's a trend. But there's some other ones. One of them is this atomic radii. Now what we see in atomic radii, and you're not gonna have the number for the atomic radii on these periodic tables. But what happens is, as you go across, the atomic radii goes down. So you go across, and the atomic radii gets smaller. This is what we mean by atomic radii, the distance from the middle of one atom out to its edge. But that's measured when it's bound to the same atom. So there's a hydrogen here bound to another hydrogen. This is the atomic radii. As you go across, that atomic radii shrinks. And there's a very specific reason for that. As we go across, the atom gets more protons, which means it has a higher positive charge. And it pulls these electrons and atoms closer together. It squeezes them closer as you go across. So we can take a look at this table here. We're going to fill in this table. And you have some missing elements and the missing atomic radii. Well, let's look at this first row. This one is matching with this row here. Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. So those just go in order across the row. So I can do this first one here. I've got lithium and I'm missing the next one, which is beryllium. So I'm going to put BE. So you're going to need a periodic table here. The next thing that I want you to do is guess at what the atomic radii is going to be. Now remember, it's going to go down. You see the atomic radii here is 152, but then as you go across, the number gets lower, right? So rather than look this up for beryllium, just guess at what the next number is going to be. Well, it's going to be between 152 and 185, somewhere in there. I'm just going to say, I don't know, 110. But you're showing me that you see that this is a trend, okay? I'm gonna skip this one, but let's do one over here. After fluorine, we have neon, Ne. Now, again, I'm not looking up the atomic radii. I'm just gonna say what seems to be the next number in the trend. I got 75, 73, 72. It's not changing a lot down here, so I don't know. Let's say 70. You might put 71. You might put 68, just as long as it seems to be following this trend across. So I want you to do that with the rest of these. You'll notice on this last table down here, where I have K potassium and calcium, then it skips over to Ga, gallium. And gallium is here. It'll continue on over on this side. I've skipped all these metals in here on this last row. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.